Hello everyone on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining the Stock Martin channel. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. If you would like me to recognize you for subscribing to this channel, please leave me a comment down below. And at the end of each video, I'll start kind of listing the new subscribers that I have. And I really appreciate all your support and all your help. Please give me that thumbs up so it can be shared with others around the YouTube community. Without further ado, I have a great video for you today. We're going to be talking about Lucid Motors, CCIV stock, the interview with Peter Rawlinson with Yahoo Finance, and much more. I think you're really going to like this video, so let's get it started. The article that I'm going to be talking to you about today is from Yahoo Finance, and its title is Lucid Motors is poised to compete with Tesla as the leader in the EV space. This is going to be an interview with Peter Rawlinson that happened on June 25th, Friday at 9 in the morning. And I think you're really going to enjoy to see what the CEO of Lucid had to say. And I will get back on after this video. So take a look and enjoy.
Lucid Motors is speeding right to the start of production for its luxury electric vehicles. So far, Lucid says it has more than 10,000 orders for its EVs. Let's dive into the company with Lucid Motors CEO Peter Rawlinson, who is coming to us from inside a new Lucid studio in New York City. Yahoo Finance senior auto reporter Pras Subramanian is here as well. Peter, good to see you again here. So the reservations, there's been a lot of confusion, I would say, in the EV industry on what quantifies as a reservation. How do you quantify it, and where do you think these orders are coming from? Are these orders or reservations, do you think they would have been for Teslas otherwise?
Well, our reservations have just exceeded 10,000. They're bona fide reservations with appropriate deposits. Some people have even paid over $7,000 deposit. And the reservations are coming from all sectors. There isn't really such a thing as a market for EVs. There's a market for cars. And with great EVs like the Lucid Air that we're launching this year, we're going to get more penetration into the internal combustion engine market, more EVs taking the place of gasoline burners, and that's great for the planet.
Hey, Peter, Pras here. So I had a chance to drive or have a ride in that Lucid Air, the Grand Touring Edition. Very impressive production quality. I know these are pre-production builds, very smooth ride as well. But I was curious, have you been seeing these orders, reservations kind of accelerating recently as you guys have picked up steam and opened up more of these showrooms?
Indeed, indeed. This is the 8th studio we've just opened here in New York City. We're opening this weekend here in the Meatpacking District, our new flagship studio. So come along and check out for yourself. And seeing is very much believing, Pras. As you experience the ride in the car, then people start to take us much more seriously. And we're seeing the order book accelerate as a consequence of that.
You know, you're also kind of pulling forward some planned capital expenditures. Is this because you want to increase capacity, or is it for newer models, or any kind of just work on the new Casa Grande factory?
We want to accelerate our growth as a company to impact the world beneficially. The world needs to accelerate its transition to sustainable mobility. And we've recently announced an expansion, bringing forward of capital and expansion of our plant by 2.7 million square feet. Also, we're putting in a second line for Gravity, Project Gravity. So we're really safeguarding the future of the company. We're future-proofing it. We're mitigating risk. And we're planning for a very, very expensive future.
Peter, it's Julie here. Speaking of acceleration, let's talk timeline for all of those people who have put in their orders to get their cars. What is it looking like? I know you have been talking about the second half of the year. The second half is a long time, a long range of time. Do you have any more specificity as to when people will start receiving cars? And I'm curious if you all are being affected at all by the chip shortage that has been plaguing the car industry.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So we've promised deliveries in the second half of the year. We're on track for that. And we had really a red letter day just last Friday, the 18th of June, where we started our quality validation fleet build. These are the cars. These are production cars which we started building, which will gradually, when the quality is right, we will determine are at a level where we can actually sell to a customer. You also asked about the chip shortage. We've actually bought ahead to mitigate risk, and we're pretty good for this year's production run, actually. I think that there are one or two chips that are causing us some issues, specifically one in our battery monitoring system. And we're mitigating that risk by looking at alternative sourcing and alternative design of the printed circuit board to suit an alternative chip if that should indeed be necessary. So far, I'm pretty confident the engineering and procurement teams have got this covered.
Peter, I've seen a range of different valuations on Lucid, maybe at the low end, 33 billion, all the way up to 57 billion. How concerned are you that the market is just too optimistic on your company, given how many vehicles you might produce this year?
Look, my focus is long-term, on a 10-year plan. Our real value proposition is the technology that we bring to bear. World-class technology, which can have a transformative impact upon mankind's transition to sustainable mobility. That real value will manifest itself in the long term. I think there's a near-term myopia here, and I'm not going to get drawn into that.
Hey, Peter, one more from Pras here. So I was just curious about the showroom itself. I was there this week. It's very design-centric. What is the purpose of it exactly? Is it more of a consumer-facing, get to know the brand, or do you plan on actually selling cars there, or maybe even partnering with another firm to actually have showrooms where you can actually sell these cars in a franchise location?
It's very much, exploring and catalyzing the voyage of discovery for many people who are completely oblivious to our brand. The first exposure they may have is just walking past here in the meatpacking district and taking a look. And then they go on this voyage of discovery. They're very welcome, this engaging studio, a boutique style atmosphere with the design sensibility to match the car, very much on brand, very much California, mid-century modern inspired design architecture. And many of the exhibits we have here are the technology exhibits. People are very welcome to come. This is not a high-pressure sales environment. Actually, in New York, we're not allowed to sell a car. So this is very much a voyage of discovery. Come in, engage with our staff, learn about the car, learn about the technology, learn how awesome the car is in a non-pressurized environment. This is a voyage of discovery which this building will catalyze.
Peter, I feel wealthier just looking at the photos of that studio. But I do want to ask you before we let you go here. We last talked to you in February, and since then, we had GM, you have Ford out here raising how much they plan to spend on EVs over the next 5 to 6 years, billions of dollars more in terms of batteries versus their prior estimates. Are you concerned about this level or this wave of competition about to rain down on the industry?
No, I was just going to say, isn't it great? Hats off to Ford for F-150 Lightning, great product. Hats off to team at GM for Ultium battery technology, pushing that huge commitment they're making. It means more EVs. There is plenty of room to thrive for all of us. I don't see this as competition at all. But ultimately, it's the technology that's going to win. And what's missing here is the recognition that this is a technology race. And right now, there is one runner in that tech race, and it's Tesla. That's why Tesla commands that market cap. That's why it's in that preeminent position. We have world-class technology, and we aim to make this a two-horse race.
All right, we'll leave it there. Lucid Motors CEO Peter Rawlinson, good to see you again. And, of course, good to see Yahoo Finance senior auto reporter Pras Subramanian. Have a good weekend.
Well, as you can see, I'm really psyched about CCIV and the Lucid Motors stock. I think it's going to be a great transition. I think that CCIV will be having a nice, flawless merger with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors has a lot of potential and a lot of catalysts looking forward. As Peter Rawlinson said, I think that the technology will beat everything, and we are going to have a new competition with Tesla. Right now, Tesla is the pioneer, and it is the best EV producer in the world. It has the best technology with the autopilot. I think it's going to do great and continue to do great. I'm very proud to be a Tesla stock owner, But now I'm also even proud that we have another contender, which is going to be Lucid Motors. I think we're going to have another giant that will be in the technology space and that will compete with Tesla with the technology of the electric vehicles. And it's very nice to see that Lucid Motors will have a nice niche for itself in the luxury market. And I really think that this stock will do fantastic in the years and months to come, especially after we see that Lucid Air Dream delivery in the next few weeks. This vehicle is a monster. It has over 1,000 horsepower. I think it's 1,080 horsepower. It has a 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. This car is going to be amazing. And don't forget that huge range. It's going to have a range of over 500 miles, depending on the tire size. The maximum range, I believe, from what I've read, is 517 miles. On the smaller tires, on the bigger tires, it can have a range of 503 miles. This is going to be a monster of a vehicle, and I can't wait until we start seeing all the great reviews about it. And once the deliveries start happening, I think you're going to hear a lot of great news about Lucid and its product. Well, thank you so much for joining this channel. And again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button, the notification bell to hit all so you can get all my videos. And if you would like to get a shout out for subscribing to my channel, please leave me a comment down below that you subscribe to the channel. And at the end of each video, I'll have a list of all my new subscribers that are helping me grow this channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and until next time, have a great day. If you would like to help out the channel, down below I created 2 links. One will take you to Webull. If you deposit $100 into Webull, it'll give you 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. The other one will be to Coinbase. If you deposit $100, it'll give you $10 in cryptocurrency for trading. Thank you so much for all your support.